game number 2. If ABOBA wins this, If ABOBA wins this, ladies and gentlemen, they will be on to the 3rd place match, and they have a chance to still play for grand finals. If SHAFT wins this, they force a game 3. For SHAFT, we've got Harugumo, Ragnar, Gearing, Petro, Des Moines, Moskva, St. Vincent, and St. Vincent. For the side of ABOBA, we got Ragnar, Marceau, Harugumo, Marceau, Moskva, Des Moines, Petro, St. Vincent, and Montana. And so we'll keep an eye out to see who does what and who wins. Couple things I'm thinking about while we wait. Double Marceau, Ragnar has a lot more firepower, especially with Harugumo, than Gearing Harugumo Ragnar. You are giving up a fair amount of health by the choice to not bring a by bringing a 4th DD, but if you can win the spotting wars, that'll definitely be worth it. We'll have to keep an eye out. Other thing, Montana versus double St. Vincent. I feel like I like the Montana more, but we'll have to watch and see what happens. Now, ABOBA going to shove the Marceau straight down into B. They're going to get to B well before anything else is even in positional. Sorry about that, tickle in the throat. Marceau's going to head straight down to B. They're going to be in B well before anything else. Ragnar with them. Expect to see them take B and then head directly to A. Which, if they do, there for the Marceaus. They'll also have the Harugumo, St. Vincent, and Des Moines there to support A. It's a very aggressive push from ABOBA, but I definitely like it. So they get the early cap, and we can see the map starting to split. Strong push of 5 out towards C for the side of SHAFT. But how much, remember, that cap taken before 2 minutes, how much will that tick up? And who will be able to get in there to stop that? Nobody for a while. Looks like the Marceaus are going to head through the Thunderdome to A. I'm interested to see what they do with the Ragnar. Keep an eye on that. And looks like the Marceaus will still handily beat anything else to A. So early 2 caps for ABOBA on the cards. And if that happens, ladies and gentlemen, that's a big beginning. Radar out from the Petro. Petro radar will spot the Marceaus going in, so they know that the Marceaus headed to A. Will not spot the Ragnar, at least not yet. Just spots the Ragnar before it runs out. The radar out from the Petro of Kumi's will not spot anything, so they won't know where anything is. Now, C not being contested at all, so that'll keep the points cap at about 60 until A is taken, but we got to keep an eye on this. Moskva of Entaro should have the radar, which will force the Marceaus out, at least temporarily. But a lot of resource commitment from ABOBA over to the side of A. SHAFT with a more traditional, for lack of better words, deployment where they're contesting all the outside caps. We're going to have to watch, see how much push they can get, because if they can pen ABOBA in and focus down a ship at a time, they can make it really hard on ABOBA to win. Marceau's there. They're starting to go in. They're getting the turnaround ready at A. There's that points lead. Actually, a little closer to 70 points than 60 points. But here comes the Marceau of Kimbusta backing up and in. Moskva will be able, like we said, to detect. And so we should expect to see the Marceau have to push back in. But we'll keep an eye out. So here we go. Cap is contested. And I like this, actually. I really like this play from ABOBA. So one Marceau backing in, the other one going straight in. That way they can get Ferry out of there completely without being trapped if they want, while Kimbuster backs in. So they're going to give them and have 2 separate positionings they can do. They can also always send Ferry over here to a position where he's not in danger and go from there. 20 seconds left on Moskva radar. Big hit onto the Marceau of Kimbusta. Waits too long, takes a massive 6,000 damage right there. St. Vincent, though, taking about 15k himself. Des Moines using that smoke and positioning to get himself up. And the Marceau of Ferry hasn't been hit yet. 4 seconds left. Will anybody try to shoot him? Here come shots from the Des Moines. Will they hit? 2, 1, and they get the reset. And that's got to be so upsetting for the side of ABOBA, but Shaft says, hey, you know what, we'll take it. Vincent hurting quite a lot down there. Already down 20,000 plus health. Expect to see his heal soon from Vert. And now Ferry, XIV, sitting in A, and now it's a 2-1 lead, and those points are ticking again. Now we see this push. Can Shaft successfully push out of here as they push in? Focus in on the Moskva. Big chunk from there. Gets him down to 54k. Lot of focus fire, and they got a Ragnar, St. Vincent, and a Petro there. Petro of Kumis is going to have the detection ability on the gearing. He can back up at some point if he wants. He is radared right now by the Ragnar. But we got to keep an eye out because this fight's going to be critical. How long does Holy Carrot survive before he goes down? Because he will go down if he continues to have this just a massive focus fire on him. And as you can see, Holy Carrot down to 34,000. He continues back away. Now, the St. Vincent of Gassando is taking a big chunk, but he's got the heal popping, which will bring him back up to about 70k. Now the Petro's in a problem spot. Kumis, he's got a Des Moines and a gearing on his tail. They're smoking up. If he doesn't look behind him, he won't know about this. Here comes the Montana, though. This could be very dangerous for 4. 4 coming out here, and they're trying to get Holy Carrots down. But 4 coming out here, Petro radars, and there's the radar. Des Moines can absolutely turn the guns and try to kill. And now Holy Carrot, he's down to 4,000, ladies and gentlemen. There's the kill. First kill goes to the side of Shaft. That's got to feel very good after some of the games recently where you haven't had a strong start. Shells in on the Des Moines. He's down to 50,000. Not a big hit from the Montana yet, but he's got to be careful. That gearing smoke obviously going for a while. Petro radar is down, so he's not spotted anymore temporarily. But does take about 10k health, and now the Petro is pushed back forward. So the points lead is about 50 for the side of ABOBA. They're down, though, 80,000 health right now, which is massive because they lost that Moskva. And shells out from the Montana. They are going to miss the Des Moines. Des Moines is going to use his heal back up. It'll tick him over to just about 50,000. And now he's spotted again. Petro focusing on the Moskva Ventaro, and Kumis has got to be very careful here. But where does the play come if you're the side of Shaft? You're looking for a kill, and big hit onto Des Moines to continue to go. The Shaft play, they're starting to progress back up to A. They've got this line. ABOBA looking to try to finish. And uh-oh, Des Moines has a danger shot here. Big chunk in, doesn't hit much, down to 29,000, down to 23,000. He is still alive. He is very lucky he didn't take more. And he backs up, and he's on an island. Now, if the Petro backs up too much more, they'll find that Des Moines. Des Moines pushing out. He's going to look towards the smoke. Bear in mind, that smoke doesn't have too long left on it. Gearing is kiting away. Petro spotted. Petro has 30 seconds to radar. Des Moines has not radared yet. Des Moines just wants to stay unspotted. Marceau briefly spotted by the radar. Kimbusta is down to 20,000 health. But the Des Moines is backing up. He wants to make sure he doesn't die. And we can see what's going to happen. ABOBA is attempting to use the Des Moines and Harugamo to protect A. They're attempting to deny B with this Petro positioning, though this Petro now in a problem spot from that Des Moines. And they want to break the Des Moines, which will break the anvil that Shaft is trying to execute. The A is supposed to be the hammer. This right here is supposed to be the anvil. This Des Moines going down will give an escape route to the Petro, though. So they got to be very careful. Des Moines all but dead. He's trying to heal up. Down to 4,900. He's ticking up and around. He's down to 3,000, and the St. Vincent gets him. They do get some damage on the Moskva, or the Marceau and the St. Vincent, but it's not a lot. Ragnar and Marceau fighting each other. Gearing now spotted by the Petro radar, and expect to see the Marceau change to him any second. Marceau not firing because he's going to change. There we go. Shots onto the gearing. Marceau of Fairy wants as much damage on the gearing as he can get. Big chunk from the Montana, and the gearing's down to 16,000. That's a third of his health gone. And Boba, are they going to do it again for the second straight game? Turn the fight around and take it to Shaft after advantage to Shaft early on, it felt like? We'll see. All three caps being ticked by the side of, or tested or ticked by the side of Shaft right now. That points lead will drop very quickly. Petro of Kumi's down to 10,008. He has 87 seconds until radar. He has 4 seconds till heal. He will get the heal off and he will get the DCP off, but he's taking a lot of damage. DCP not used yet. There's the DCP and there's the heal. Now they push the Montana forward. Montana, 30 seconds to his heal. We'll see if he gets it off. 100,000 health lead for the side of Shaft. They feel like they should be in the driver's seat, but we've seen these games before. If this Montana goes down, Montana does not go down yet. He manages to survive. 16 seconds until he can heal. We'll see if he gets that heal off. St. Vincent pops the shells onto the Marceau. Montana down to 6,000. Petro down to 4,000. Feels like Shaft is going to force a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. I feels like Shaft's going to force a game 3. And they get the Montana. And in quick contest, they will also get, in quick succession, the Petro. Petro down to 1,100. Still not able to heal. There's the kill, ladies and gentlemen. The Petro will go down. It will be a 3-1 lead for the side of Shaft. And they are up 766 to 602, and they win in just 2 minutes. Now, contest coming back in onto A from ABOBA. They're going to push A, but no guarantee that works. Marceau is looking, but there's 2 DDs out here, and I wouldn't want to fight a Gearing and a Ragnar and a Marceau at that health level. Feel like that's going to be a loss, but we'll keep an eye out. St. Vincent down to 14,000. He's getting worked. He does have a heal in 20 seconds, but that might not be quick enough. His DCP's not on. He's on fire. This is going to be tight. 6,000. I think he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is gone. St. Vincent of Gassando will go down. That'll bring it back and give a little bit more time to the side of ABOBA. But now that Marceau that I talked about spotted. Ragnar about to see him. Marceau hiding. Ragnar radar about to go down. So the Marceau knows that he's in a danger spot. He's got to be careful. But that health lead still 80,000. Harugumo spotted. Harugumo spotted by the enemy Harugumo, and Kikiryu is in a problem spot. Calypso lofting shells over onto Antaro. Harugumo of Kikiryu now spamming down onto Flowbits. But Flowbits has such a health lead. I think it's too much. The real question, can the Harugumo get the Torps off and kill the Des Moines? He's going to go for it. You can see it right here, ladies and gentlemen. That's the play. How much health does he live with? Here come the shots. It's enough to kill. They don't get the torpedoes off, and that was a clear desperation to try to get the torpedoes off so that they could kill off the Des Moines, or at least give Calypso a good shot. And now Calypso is stuck on the body of his teammate. Shells coming out from the Harugumo, chunks onto the Des Moines. 40 seconds to a game 3 being forced. Marceau spotted. He's down to 2,900. And ladies and gentlemen, Shaft is about to do it. Shaft is lost, and there's the win. Shaft is up, or takes the game, and they're going to tie the series at 1 apiece. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to game number 3.